Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today we are going to be talking about my 2021 savings goals. So if you guys have been following me for a hot minute, you know that I am less than $5,000 away from being debt-free. And since I have been so focused on my debt these last couple of years, I really needed to sit down and figure out what my goals are going to be once I become debt free. And I thought I would just share with you guys what my plan is for next year. So the first item is taxes. Now, I get a lot of questions about whether or not I withhold taxes on my YouTube income, and I have not been. So the first of the year, my first priority is to aggressively save for taxes. I settled 2 debts this year, and I will owe ordinary income tax on the difference between what was owed on the debts and what the creditors settled for. And if you're not familiar with settlements, basically what that means is that I had some old debts that had been turned over to collections long ago, and the company that purchased the debts, they usually purchase them for pennies on the dollar, and so they settled for a portion of what was owed. So let's say a $10,000 debt, if I paid $5,000 and they accepted the $5,000 as payment in full, then the $5,000 that was forgiven or canceled, I will owe ordinary income tax on that. So I had 2 debts that were settled, and so I will owe income tax on the difference between what was agreed upon and paid versus what was owed. And so I am not really sure what that is going to look like, but not only will I have those 2 1099s that I will receive in the mail, but I also will have taxes on my YouTube income. So I am going to try to save about $6,000 next year for taxes. Next is an emergency fund. So I am following the Dave Ramsey baby steps, and my priority is going to be to have a fully funded emergency fund of 6 months. I am a single person, I'm an empty nester, and I have a single income. And so I think it's important for me to have a 6-month emergency fund and not a 3-month. If, God forbid, something should happen, I don't have any other income to fall back on. And so I have my $1,000 baby emergency fund that I have right now, and I plan to add another $9,000 to that next year. So that is my second goal. Third goal is my sinking funds. I have cut out my sinking funds just recently so that I could aggressively pay down my debt, and I miss having those sinking funds. Some categories that I typically would want to save for would be fur babies, car maintenance, gifts, and also Christmas. So sinking funds will be back next year, which I'm really excited about. And I'm hoping in the year 2021 to save about $4,000. And my last goal is a Roth IRA. So I think that since my employer does not offer a match, I think I'm going to do a Roth IRA instead. And my goal for 2021 is to fully fund that Roth IRA at $6,000. So that will give me a grand total of savings of about $25,000, which sounds like, and it is, a lot of money, but I have been paying about $24,000 a year towards my debt every year since 2018. Now, when I started YouTube, my debt total was $55,900, but that is not actually my starting debt. My starting debt in 2018 was almost $72,000. And so I've paid about $24,000 to $25,000 per year on my debt. And so this is a lot of money, but it is a very, it is an achievable goal. I don't know about you guys, but I love doing paper budgeting. I like doing pen to paper, whether it's in a notebook or most recently doing my budgets using the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck workbook. But I also enjoy doing long-term budgeting on Excel spreadsheets. And so what I have done is budgeted out the entire year of 2021 so that I could make sure that I can reach these goals. Now, I'm hoping that there will even be an opportunity for more savings than this amount. And if there is, then maybe I can contribute a little bit to my employer's retirement program, or maybe do a health savings account. So, but this is what my thoughts are, in terms of savings goals for next year once I am debt free, which is really exciting. This number is really exciting to me. In 2022, which, gosh, that sounds so strange to say, I will not owe these types of taxes. This is the last year where I will owe a significant amount of taxes because I will have no more debts that I'm settling, and I will, have enough withheld from my paychecks. So this is going to go away. This is just for this next year. So in 2022, I won't have taxes that I'll have to save for. In theory, I'm hoping I won't have any emergencies, and I'm hoping that my emergency fund is going to stay intact. So hopefully I won't have this that I'll need to save for in 2022. I will definitely be saving for sinking funds and my Roth IRA, in addition to a 401k. But in 2022, I hope that I can start saving for a home, which is my long-term goal, is to be a homeowner again. Now, I don't know if it's realistic for me to just hope that I can get a 20% down payment, or if I will save long-term in hopes to pay cash for a house. But I have some big goals beyond 2021, but this is at least going to get me started. So I guess that will wrap up this video. I really wanted to share with you guys what I was hoping to accomplish next year. You guys are always asking me, what am I going to do next year when I'm debt free? And this is my goal. And I will continue to make videos because I think it's important not only to show what budgeting looks like when you're in debt, but what budgeting looks like after becoming debt free. I don't want to change my lifestyle. Changing my lifestyle next year is not going to help me reach my goals. And so I think it's important for me to continue to share my journey on YouTube, because I need so badly for you guys to help keep me accountable. Which I know you will. If I start to go off the rails and spending a ton of money, I know you guys are going to help rein me back in. So I hope that you guys will enjoy the content that I will have for you next year, which will include not only, watching me reach my savings goals, but I want to start tracking my credit score and sharing that with you guys, and also sharing my net worth. So hopefully that is something that you guys will enjoy. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what your goals are for 2021. Are you still in the process of getting out of debt? If so, what are your goals? And if not, what are your savings goals for next year? I would love to hear that. So as always, any comments that you guys leave, I read each and every one, and I will try to reply to each one of you guys if you have questions. So let me know down below. I hope that if you haven't already done so, that you would consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the little notification bell so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a new video. That is going to wrap up my 2021 goals. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.